We are group number 16. Our case study is based on issues at Mars Holdings Private Limited. Mars Holdings is the largest manufacturer of lingerie in South Asia, which was founded by Mahesh, Sharath, and Ajay in 1987. The company started as an immediate apparel manufacturer and thereafter diversified into sportswear, performance wear, and swimwear. Mars Holdings has 53 manufacturing facilities in 17 countries, employing over 93,000 people globally with approximately 2 billion US dollars in turnover. The company has design and development hubs in New York, London, Hong Kong, and Colombo, as well as manufacturers apparel accessories and fabric, and also offer services over apparel manufacturing. Mars Holdings' current portfolio comprises businesses in IT, brands, and industrial parks. Mars provides garments to US and European countries, and it is treated as one of the key contributors to Sri Lanka, which carries huge foreign reserves. Furthermore, Mars always seeks to ambition and develop complex products with advanced technology and carry on it to bulk production to cater superior quality and fast delivery times. The company culture of Mars is entrepreneurial, innovation, and delicately aggressive, and is characterized by collaborative teamwork and participative management. Mars operates under the tagline "Change is Courage." This is demonstrative of the fact that Mars inspires its employees to convey about new changes, innovations, and improvements to the organization. Moreover, Mars operating system outlines how lean principles are integrated into the manufacturing process of them. The entrepreneurial and innovative DNA of Mars has always driven them to seek and create valuable and mutually beneficial partnerships. Integrated supply chain gives Mars the knowledge, means, and speed to deliver what is demanded by the industry. Next, we look at the internal assessment of Mars Holding and the main functions. When it comes to organization's management, Mars Holdings organization structure represents as a hierarchical corporation structure. Its fundamental position is held through its chairman and flows into following the deputy chairman. The deputy chairman is above the managing directors of every subsidiary corporations of Mars. So every subsidiary organization has their own managing director and they link with the deputy chairman of the Mars Holding. Inside Mars Holdings, the departments spread as marketing, legal, human resources, audit, operations, purchasing, logistics, productions, quality assessment, information technology, and customer service. Over to you, Resha.
Thank you, Varanga. When look at the finance division of Mars, carrying out a SWOT analysis on finance, devising a long-term plan for finance in line with the Mars business plan, developing a mission for finance aligned to corporate vision, doing monthly monitoring, and taking corrective actions are the key responsibilities. Nowadays, as an internationally operating market, Mars Holding has faced the foreign exchange when importing and exporting. Then an accounting division of Mars Holdings are preparing budgets, explaining variances, forecastings, budgeting, costing, valuation, and all accounting report makings are done through a ERP system. And also Mars Holding is a group of company. Consolidation is very complicated and need to maintain accounts as per the rules and accounting standards of the country which they are operating. When we move on to the marketing division of Mars, they focus to launch new innovation of products to attract new segment of customers or moving into new markets. To grow the loyalty among current clients by organizing events and by offering post-purchase data and services. As well as marketing function of Mars contribute to sell accessories together with the prevailing apparels or to grow the utilization rate of the prevailing apparels. When we look at the management information systems of Mars, They are becoming success in its collaboration with SAP to co-develop SAP fashion management application. It describes SAP fashion management as the vertical wholesale, manufacturing and retail solution designed to bring all business operation in mass onto a single platform. Now mass systems are being outdated, so there is a need of new technology integration and software needs to be upgraded and replaced are the main challenges mass is currently facing in their management information systems. Next one is innovation and research and development of mass. When look at it, when look at it, it they when look at it, they create unique products that create a demand in the global market, such as speed, fast skin, FS4, swimming suit, and the Nike revolutionary support bra. Mars Holding is the first company in Sri Lanka which received Clarivate's most influential innovative award in South Asia. Finally, when we look at the human resource management practices in Mars, since past, they still have huge amount of good HR practices within the Mars Holding, such as training and development, health and safety, and regarding happy workplace performance appraisal and management. With the spread of COVID-19 outbreak, Mars Holding canceled their orders and supply chain also dropped down. So as a company, they got decisions to cutting out benefits, salary cuts, reducing OT hours, and implement health policies. This is the SWOT analysis of Mars Holding, and it shows the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in their environment. Over to you, Nishani.
Thank you, Resha. Next, we're moving to the external review of mass holdings. Here, we identify that issues or challenges by using crystal analysis. First one is political issues. Business performance and decision making become more challenging due to uncertainty in political environment. Therefore, mass holdings should actively scan the political environment to ensure quick adaptation to policy changes and reset the strategic priorities accordingly. Mass holdings should also study the specific taxation policies to understand the host government priorities and interest in developing industries. Cost of components for working in the developed markets has increased because of the environmental regulations. Mass holdings has to deal with these costs as governments are trying to levy higher environmental taxes to promote clear options. It may result to logistic costs and packaging cost increasement. Next one is US-China trade relations. Mass holdings has focused on China for its next phase of growth. But there is a growing trade relation between China and US. Therefore, it can lead to more friction into international trade, protecting labor cost and cost of doing business. When it comes to the economic issues, high unemployment indicates that there is a surplus of labor available at cheap wages. Mass holdings production cost could be reduced by operating in such a market. The interest rate and its impact on borrowing ability and investment attitude should consider the carefully in mass. Next one is labor market conditions. Mass holdings must study and predict the labor market conditions to understand and how it can attract talented workers and leverage their skills to improve business performance. When labor markets operate in rigid may cause labor wage and other issues raised by powerful labor unions. Mass should look at the availability of skilled human capital as a shortage of skilled labor and affect business efficiency and make talent attraction and retention more challenging. Next one is financial market efficiency. The global expansion strategies are influenced by the financial market efficiency as operating in highly efficient finance markets leads toward improved liquidity position and strength ability to enter new market. Mass apparel's consumers' bargaining power has grown dramatically over the years, placing downward pressure on prices. However, this will only be a temporary solution. Final one is working capital management and the liquidity. Opening with COVID-19 pandemic was a challenge for working capital management and liquidity. Mass holdings apparel sector is hardly hit by the COVID-19 outbreak. So, firstly, with these issues in connection to procuring raw materials from China and now with cancellation of orders by European and American buyers. Over to you, Himasha.
Thank you, Nishani. When considered about the social issues, demographic trends, societal power structure, women's participation in workforce, and other issues have impact on organization. As an organization, labor is the most essential resource in mass holdings, as well as among their workflows, 92% of women are there. But it is critical for women to have a safe environment in manufacturing plants because majority of employees were subject to sexual harassments and abuses in the workplace. But Mars was able to break through the cloud and become one of the finest employee in the Sri Lanka by building a safe working environment. In addition to social issues, we can identify technological issues as well. Nowadays, technology is rapidly growth and change. Because of the technology, business model has rapidly changing. Those technology trends are influencing macro environment of the organizations. Mars has innovated in conjunction with companies like Plex, the world's third largest OEM electronic company, in order to address these issues. Mars identified that English is the most important language to address uh, to communicate with customers to compete globally. Global business cannot exist without information. Therefore, Mars relies on information technology for gain internal and external information. Must hire large pool of employees who competent in English as well as technology for overcome these technological issues. When move on to environmental issues, now the environment also rapidly changing. Because of that, organizations are facing lots of issues. But they have to adopt these environmental issues to survive in the industry. Considering about the mass holdings, COVID-19 pandemic is the main issue that company currently facing. It is affected the international business of the company. Because of the pandemic, supply chain of the company also disrupted. It affected to the import of materials as well as export of their finished products. It creates the need to move in other countries like USA to get materials. Other than that, climate changes also create issues to the company. And also, there are many waste items in their manufacturing plants. They have to dispose those things, but the waste disposal process affecting the environment. Therefore, they have to dispose those things without affecting the environment. These are the main issues which we identified through analyze environmental factors of the mass holding. Over to you, Tinini.
Thank you, Himasha. Next category is legal issues. If the legal system also company have to face various challenges, therefore organization should pay attention about rules and regulations. When entering into a new market, must has to assess what are the business laws and how they are different from the home market. And the company should go with common law, whether domestic or international, and need to identify what are the health and safety laws in the country and what need to do comply with them. Different countries have different attitudes about health and safety, therefore, it is better to conduct a research before entering the market and need to identify what are the data laws in the country and what it needs to do. Further, the company should do primary research about how much time it often takes to conduct a court case in the country given the sort of legal challenges. Next slide. Even Mars is running well. They also facing some issues while doing their business and they have to take steps to overcome. To overcome internal issues, they can maintain proper systems and manage inventory and crash cycle and give the interest to other stakeholders as well. More challenges and issues can be identified through analyzing external factors as well. Due to dynamic nature of the political environment, companies should pay much attention to them and adapt the changes as much as possible. To overcome intellectual property issues, the company should study how the host country protects their intellectual property rights and accordingly they can develop their strategies. And also Mars Holding should focus on evaluating the growth of their own company as well as the industry to gain advantages which occur in economic environment. Further, Mars can establish strong and skillful technological department to grab the new coming technology. And Mars is currently facing COVID-19 pandemic and some climate changes. The company cannot eliminate or fully control those issues, but they should manage those issues properly by paying attention. An organization should use proper mechanisms to face those issues as well as manage those issues to get benefits through international trade. Thank you.